If you've been on the internet, you've probably heard of lost media. For those who aren't familiar with lost media are media that become non-existing, missing, or unavailable to the general public. The term permanently encompasses versional audio or audio-versional media, such as films, television, and video broadcasts, music, and video games. You all probably heard of seeing a lot of lost media videos on YouTube, but I will try to give it to myself to make my own lost media video. In lost media, there are famous pieces of lost media that a lot of people talk about. However, there are some pieces of lost media not a lot of people heard of. I want to discuss all a list of lost media topics that I thought maybe you could learn from it. I thought about adding some pieces of lost media that I find it interesting, even though some of them are based on my interests. Without further ado, this is forgotten lost media pieces that should be found. Asterix and the Golden Sickle. If you grew up in France or you've seen these comics before, then you probably remember the comic book series Asterix. Asterix is a very popular comic series in France that involves the adventures of the Gaulish warrior Asterix and his friend Obelix. The franchise has gained massive popularity, such as they give him as theme parks, games, and most importantly films. And speaking of films, they have 10 animated ones and 5 live actions. What if there's one movie that was complete, but it was lost? Asterix and the Sickle, or in French, Asterix et le Secret d'Or, I probably mispronounced that, is supposed to be a second animated film after Asterix the Gaul, and it is also based on the second comic of the same name. The story involves Asterix and Obelix going to the teacher so they can give a new golden sickle from the druid Gadafix. The animation was cheap and simplistic. That's because it was made by Dargon, the comic book publisher. The reason the film never got to be finished is likely due to both Asterix creators giving them criticism for the animation. The late Albert Uzones, again I mispronounced that, one of the creator of Asterix, stated, from the technical point of view, it is dreadful and is ugly. All the negativity caused the film to be unfinished, so record sales are available online, and is replaced by another Asterix film, Asterix and Cleopatra. My Little Pony the Movie 2003. My Little Pony has gained a lot of popularity since the 1980s. In 1986, they released their first ever film, My Little Pony the Movie, and in 2017, they released another film based on the fourth generation with the same title. However, there was another My Little Pony film which also had the same title. It was supposed to be released in sent to be theaters and home release in 2003. But sadly, it was cancelled for unknown reasons. There are 2 advertised for the film. The film was supposed to be based on the third generation version. It was produced by Fat Rock Entertainment. The animation was going to be CGI. It was planned to be shown at least 12 weeks. Not too much about the plot, but the plot involves the pony celebrating friendship. However, things don't go to plan. Although the pieces of lost media materials such as storyboards, test animations, and stills aren't recovered. The only ones that were recovered was the ads and the poster. The Bob and Larry Movie. VeggieTales is a Christian animated series about talking vegetables and discussing life lessons to a younger audience using Bible stories, original ideas, or even parodies of famous films. The series gained popularity for Christians and non-Christians to like moral stories and less humor. So they have 2 theatrical films such as Jonah in 2002 and The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything in 2008. What if I told you guys there was a cancelled film somewhere after Jonah and before Pirates Who Don't Do Anything? I'm talking about the cancelled Bob and Larry Movie. Now, the Bob and Larry Movie was supposed to be released around 2005. The plot involves how our main characters, Bob the Tomato and Larry the Cucumber, ever met, and included with the other VeggieTale characters. The film was also going to be adding humans in the film, which it's pretty odd. The film involves how our beloved talking vegetables came to life and becoming involved in world history. Bob was working on a local TV news for a segment called Farm Report, and Larry would have been worked as a tester for Chicken Hat Factory. Bob would have been report on the chicken hats, and both would meet up to several antics involving the chicken hats. They would include a human boy named Dexter, and Bob and Larry would have been lived in his nightstand. The project was cancelled because Big Idea was led to the bankruptcy of the lawsuit of Hit Entertainment in the mid-2003. Only 10 people worked on the film before its cancellation. Some say that humans are complicated to be animated. One thing was and some say due to negative reviews on Jonah. On March 21st, 2001, Joe Spataford, the concept artist for VeggieTales, uploaded all the concept art for the movie in his ArtStation portfolio. On May 29, 2001, Bill Fisher, one of the creators of VeggieTales, stated on his Twitter post claiming that he has a copy of the script on his laptop, but weren't able to release it due to the script being owned by Universal Pictures and DreamWorks Animation. Spike at Your Service Original Draft. Yet again with My Little Pony. In My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 3 Episode 9 Spike at Your Service, after Applejack saves Spike from the Timberwolves, he insists for paying her so that he can live up to the noble dragon code. He offers to help with chores around the farm, but Applejack isn't comfortable with this servitude. It's your typical "you saved my life, I owe you" kind of trope. Which, interesting that this episode would have been have a different version. The original draft was going to be Rarity instead of Applejack for saving Spike, but they decided to rewrite the script for a reason that they don't even like how that Rarity was being mean to Spike in the version. Dave Folsky, the story writer of the episode, mentions the original script and jokingly mentions that he would have been thought about releasing it from the vault until 100 years after his death. On September 26, 2003, an anonymous user uploaded the original script to the Internet Archive. Les Schtroumpfs, The Smurfs 1961. Smurfs, or Les Schtroumpfs, was a popular French-Belgian comic series that surrounded tiny blue creatures as we know them as Smurfs. The series first debuted in 1958. Created by Parrish Guilford, also known as Peyo. In 1981, the Smurfs had their first animated series developed by Hanna-Barbera. The show has gained 9 seasons and 258 episodes. However, this isn't the first Smurfs animated series. In 1961, TVA de Plus, I mispronounced that as well, produced the very first Smurf animated series that only premiered in Belgium, then later aired in France, the Netherlands, and other Western Europes. However, there aren't English dubs for the show. On October 31, 2001, the IMPS and LAFIG Belgium, the official licensors of the franchise, made a deal with Altera, the professional white label service, to launch the fast channel known as Smurf TV, the 1960 series along with the 1980 series, except for the US, due to licensing issues concerning the Warner Brothers holding the rights to the 80s show. On October 33, 2023, during the time of the Smurfs' 65th anniversary, the episodes of this 1986 series has been restored to the Smurfs French YouTube channel, but all the episodes are unlisted, but you can find it on the Lost Media page. The episodes are uploaded on Sundays every week. The Black Smurf, the Smurf Master, the Flying Smurf, the Egg and the Smurf, and the Smurf and the Dragon are all restored. The Fake Smurf and the Floof Smurfs are still lost. And yes, these are the pieces of Lost Media that I wanted to show you guys as well. I hope that most of you are interested in looking more about these pieces of Lost Media. If you want to look more about them, there will be links in the description. I hope you guys have a pretty good day, and I'll upload a video whenever I have time, so bye.